Funko has finally confirmed CCXP exclusives, so let's get right to it and talk about them.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up guys, I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the CCXP 2022 exclusives from Funko. For those that might not know, CCXP is a convention known as Comic-Con Experience that happens in Brazil, and Funko, for the first time, is going to Brazil to do a convention with exclusives that happens from December 1st to December 4th. And after weeks of speculation, somehow big stores like Walmart and Target getting their exclusives in for this convention, Funko has finally confirmed the exclusives, both pops and sodas, and we're going to talk about them one by one right now. So the first exclusive that was announced for CCXP 2022 is the Joker with his own pop comic covers for the DC Comics lineup. Now, I do enjoy the way this looks, especially the way that the Joker looks here where he's holding the card. It's basically exactly how the cover is, which is how I like these comic covers, or just covers in general, instead of just putting a random character that doesn't match the cover. Really cool, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to get this because a lot of the DC comic covers have been really cool. The next pop that was announced here for CCXP was a pop of Raven for the DC Comics Justice League lineup. This pop looks really cool. I know they've been doing a lot of comic book Justice League pops, especially with those new Funko Friday Target pops that have been announced the last couple of weeks and are continuing to be announced. Now we got Raven here, which is really cool. I like the blue that pops up, and especially you have the red with the eyes and the tips of the hair. Continuing on with DC Comics, we have a pop of Hush from Batman. Now this pop is pretty decent. I recognize this pop because recently announced was a GameStop exclusive like half and half Batman and Hush pop. So now we basically have a full-on Hush pop here for CCXP, and I think the detail is pretty decent. I mean, you kind of already seen it with the half and half pop, but to get the full form, if you are a fan of Hush, instead of having to get that half and half Batman Hush pop, is really cool. I think it's pretty decent. The next item that was announced for CCXP is a soda, and it's of Arwen from Lord of the Rings, which will be limited to 10,000 pieces, and the chase is her holding a sword. Now, a lot of people knew about this because obviously some people got their hands on this soda already, especially our good friends over at K-Dog and Fish here in Canada are already selling that soda online on their website. So one thing about this con that's a little weird is the fact that a lot of stuff is already being sold at different stores, even though it's supposed to be street dated for December 2nd. But this soda is pretty decent. I mean, she's holding a sword for a chase. I don't really know the significance because it's been so long since I've seen Lord of the Rings. And I mean, a lot of people are hyped about it. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing also. Continuing on with Funko sodas, announced here, we have ourselves Hawkman for the recent Black Adam movie, where this will be limited to 13,000 pieces, and the chase is not only metallic, but it's also unmasked. Now, this is pretty decent. I like the difference between masked and then unmasked, especially with the unmasked having a metallic specification. And unfortunately, I have not seen the Black Adam movie yet, but I do plan on seeing it because I do enjoy quite a bit of the DCEU films, and that's a part of it. Continuing on with the theme of DC Comics Black Adam, it is a new version of Black Adam himself. Now, this one is not too bad. I mean, once again, like I mentioned, I have not seen the Black Adam movie, so I don't know the significance of him with this like lightning energy with his fist, and especially with his hood up. But I guess it's also pretty cool because I believe the other Black Adam pops do not have him with this kind of attire where he has a hood on. So I guess that's really cool if you enjoyed the scenes of him with the hood on, that you can actually get it for your Black Adam collection, especially if you already have pretty much the entire set of Black Adam Funko Pops. Now this next one, bear with me because I know I'm going to butcher the name. We have ourselves Ulcoria from Bleach. Anime pops are usually the most detailed pops, no matter whether it's a convention or it's just a common or regular exclusive. Anime pops usually always kill it as terms to the detail of the pops, and I think this is really cool. You get this detail of like the tears going down the face. I don't know the significance once again because I have not seen Bleach, and I mean this pop looks really cool with the posing, and once again because it's anime, and especially it's an anime that isn't like your regular Dragon Ball Z or My Hero Academia that gets really overproduced, that people are going to really want to cop for this because it's something that we rarely get. Continuing on with the anime theme, we have ourselves a Luffy with Thousand Sunny Pop rides from One Piece. One thing that's weird is that a couple of months ago for New York Comic Con, we already had a Luffy Pop rides, and that time it was with the Going Merry. This time it is with Thousand Sunny, and I can't exactly think of off the top of my head the similarities between the rides and whether it is the exact same pop or a different molding, but nonetheless, I'm sure that people are just freaking out about this. People will buy it no matter what because One Piece barely gets pops. Once again, continuing on with anime, we have ourselves Jack from Black Clover. The detail of this pop is really cool. I have not seen Black Clover, but I do like the detail involved with the hair, and especially that scar that's going down the one side of the face with the tongue sticking out. That's really cool. And then I don't know what's going on right here with like the book that's going on. I don't know if that's magic or maybe it's some sort of like gelatinous cube theme going on. I don't exactly know, but this is really cool with the detail involved. Like I mentioned, anime pops are really detailed. They're really cool whether I watched the anime or I have not seen it yet. Speaking of My Hero Academia, we have a Funko Pop here for CCXP, and that is of Spinner. Now, I know a lot of people have known about this pop because this was pretty much like the first pop that was leaked for CCXP, considering that this was like the first pop that arrived at certain retailers and they ended up selling them and then quadrupling the price on whatnot. I believe from what I remember of My Hero Academia, which I have seen up until I believe season 4, I have not seen season 5, and I don't know if 6 is out yet, but if it is, I haven't seen that either. But I believe that Spinner was one of the members of the League of Villains, if I'm not mistaken. This one's pretty decent, and I'm sure a lot of people, especially My Hero Academia fans, are gonna want to get this one. Now, here's an anime pop I definitely can get behind. From the Yu-Gi-Oh lineup, we have ourselves Summon Skull. I have been waiting so long for Funko to announce a pop for Summon Skull, and now we finally have it here for CCXP. I actually just recently picked up another Yu-Gi-Oh pop for my set, and I'm pretty decently close of completing that set. I think I need like 3 more pops, including this Summon Skull, which looks really, really cool. I like the detail involved. Next pop we have announced is a President Loki from the Disney Plus series Loki. This announcement is a little meh in my opinion because we've already gotten a President Loki pop, except this time it has basically the alligator Loki attached to it. But then there's also the separate pop of Alligator Loki that was made. But if you didn't want to get that pop, but you still never obtained a President Loki, I guess this is the one to get because you get a little bit of a pop and buddy here. Next up for the Marvel lineup, we have ourselves a Bug Eyes Armor Spider-Man. This Spider-Man looks pretty cool. I like the detail of the white, and especially when you have the red and the blue just popping out of the attire there. I think that's pretty decent, and I really like the posing that's involved where it's like in midair, ready to just like shoot out his webs. I think that's pretty cool. Next up for Star Wars Andor, we have ourselves Vel Sartha. Now, recently, I actually finally got caught up with Andor after slacking the last few weeks, and I do remember this character a little bit, and it's cool that she's got her own Funko Pop, but I'm surprised that they didn't make this like a common or a regular exclusive instead of a Comic-Con exclusive, but nonetheless, I'm okay with it, obviously. The next pop we have is Dolph Starbean from The Simpsons. Now, I remember a lot of comments when the Jimbo and Kearney pops were announced for New York Comic Con. Everyone was asking, where was Dolph? Well, here's the answer. It is announced for CCXP. And I mean, I feel like because those announcements were so close, I don't know why they didn't just save them all for one convention and make it as a 3-pack, considering that they are the 3 bullies. But now we have it here as a separate pop, which I guess makes sense because the Kearney and the Jimbo were separate pops to begin with for New York Comic Con, just shared to different retailers. But this one here, this one's pretty decent, and I mean, you're gonna have to get Dolph if you already have Jimbo and Kearney. And the last exclusive that was announced for CCXP is a pop rides of Jim Hawkins from Treasure Planet. Now, this pop is pretty decent. It's been a while since I've seen Treasure Planet, so I don't really remember like the scene that's involved with this all that much, but I do remember seeing pictures of people picking this up at their local, I don't remember if it was a Walmart or a Target that this was shared with, but it looks like it's one of those pops where it is too tiny to be in an actual Pop Rides box, and that it could have been pulled off just being put in a 4-inch pop. I could be wrong. If you do own this pop already, because I believe it has been sold, let me know in the comments section below about how this pop actually looks in person. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video about the CCXP 2022 reveals, make sure you smash that like button, comment in the comments comment section below and let me know what pops or sodas you are planning on picking up or maybe have already picked up. And as said in the little intro, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.